What's up, everybody? This is Big Swiss. I am here to review and react to Indie Tribe's Lowblow. This is their second album since Upper Hand that came out in 2021. One of the things that I'm really excited about this album is they've kind of come out and made a stance in what this album is supposed to represent, and the fact that the secular mainstream media is all about demonic imagery and Satanism, and they are here to say, hey, rap is more than that. Rap is more than the world. There's a story to tell. And I mean, if you've been following these guys, you know that they're heavy storytellers. Their metaphors are very biblical. I think I counted 17 verses used in President, that if you actually dive into it, you can extract 17 verses out of that. And so I've heard some feedback from people saying that they don't talk about Jesus enough. And, I would say that those people are probably biblically illiterate. But either way, in the last year, I've gotten to interview Mowgli. I've got to interview Dilly. I've had lunch with John, Keith, and Michael when they came to my church. So these are all great guys I've got to hang out with. My wife and I went to Smoke Fest last year and just had a great time. We're going again this year, and I'm even more excited this year because now I know some people. There's going to be a lot of friends that I've made and interacted through Twitter, Instagram, and just through interviews that I'm going to be able to meet in real life. So I'm just really excited and thankful that they sent me this album early to review. I think this is going to be I hope I'm not putting too much into it. I'm expecting this to make my top 10 list of the year, as Upper Hand was my favorite album of 2021. So we got 14 tracks. I do all my notes in Notion. I'll make a nice little thing here with all my different interactions. So you'll kind of see me typing notes and sending feedback, and maybe embedding certain songs that maybe I'm hearing a sample from that I'm like, oh, this reminds me of the sample. But overall, I'm just excited to dive in and give this a listen. Typically, when I do an album review, I'll listen to a song 4 times before I move to the second song. First time I'm listening to production. Second time I'm listening to cadence. Third time I'm listening for lyrical content. Fourth time I'm like, now I've gotten the idea of the song. Now I'm connecting with the artist. How is this making me feel? How do I feel connected to the artist? Am I feeling what they're wanting me to feel? And then I might make a note on how that made me feel in my notes here. So I think for this one today, though, I'm just excited to get through the album. I think I'm just going to go 1 through 14 and then go back and do my normal listen. I've just really excited to listen to this. So let's jump in. This is Indie Tribe, Low Blow. Track 1 is called 40 Days. It's 3 minutes and 28 seconds long.
Welcome back.
Well, thank you. I feel welcome.
We've been busy.
That's true.
I got a lot to show you. I'm gonna be honest though.
Tribe on the move.
It ain't pretty.
Yeah. Say a prayer for me and mine. I got a need to climb. Come and see my daily conversation with the divine. Lately it just looks a lot more like staying silent. Whether or not I speak really ain't gonna change climate. Don't talk to me like I don't clap giants. I'm too gassed up, feel like Joe Biden. Some of y'all passed up and now you apologize. Y'all wanna act up, I wanna act like I ain't violent. You put it on your kid's life, how you not sliding. I don't even wanna speak if I can't stand by it. They showed us what a man was, but I had to redefine it. I'm working on self-control and being okay with crying. Y'all said I'm way off, y'all said I'm backsliding. How you got eternal life and still feel like dying? Just cause God won, it don't mean stop fighting. Be who he said I am, man, I'm still trying.
How many more times I gotta cry out before
that 95 signature, that's dope.
We tired.
Yeah. Life getting better, but my eyes getting redder. My mind feeling like a tightrope tether. One side hell and the other side heaven. One man's L, that's another man's lesson. Bread gon' rise with a little bit of leaven. One bad speech gon' ruin the whole message. Almost OD trying to gather my credit. Set my soul free if I really would let him. 20 years of pain feel like 40 days of pouring rain. Noah, if you know it, then you feel the same.
That was dope. Noah, if you know it, if you know the same, 40 days. Noah was in the boat for 40 days. Jesus, 40 days of temptation in the wilderness. 40 days is a lot of, it's repeated a lot in the Bible. Let's listen to that again real quick.
20 years of pain feel like 40 days of pouring rain. Noah, if you know it, then you feel the same.
That thunder too.
Love and fear together doesn't correlate. The gospel giving everything I felt the Torah take. Trauma isn't always very obvious. I'm finding out my childhood was haunted with accomplishments. Lose my sense of self without applause. Insecurity is close whenever arrogance involved. Problems that my parents couldn't solve, passed down from before, gonna end with me. Had to look into the mirror and say, let me be. Send a message through the tears and say, set me free, free.
Someone once told me, good sailors ain't made with calm seas. We in the middle of a storm.
I can't believe the things I'm looking at. My wife cooking dinner for me.
Give me some Rack Mowgli.
I shave my head so I could grow a bat. Think that's a metaphor for everything I've been through. I'ma tell you about. I deconstructed everything that I believe in back to the beginning and built it back on top of Christ the risen. I'm still agnostic on a lot, but think the journey half the point in living. I'm worried less about the politicking. I've learned less in school than talking with my friends over drinks. I learned that money makes you happier than most people think. I learned that people you call friends should really change in a blink. I learned forgiveness more than just a sentiment that you think. I learned that just cause you ain't fail, it doesn't mean that you pass. I learned that things done in the dark come back to biting. I learned that people trust you more if you take off the mask. Hey yo, is you a Christian rapper? I'm so glad that you asked. I'm an imperfect, complex paddle on the Yeshua. Judge me by my fruit, not the market for a genre. We bringing meat that we gon' chew on with the rest of you. Indie tribe back to save lives through the Father.
I like those. It's like a subtle violin play out here. Second track is called Act.
Look, baby, I'm drenched, living water flowing. Ain't no manifest, I'm reaping what I'm sowing. Yahweh told me he would do it and he wasn't joking. He the difference between how I was and how it's going. Wet, whole team going dumb in the chat. Nobody front, I came from way in the back.
I got my Miss Jarrell face on.
Started making movies, now we don't know how to act. You know me, I'm your OG, low key. I be so glad we ain't low key. Dozing, that is not us. I get no sleep. Who you know?
This gonna go wild live.
Show me. Wife ain't rocking with no sign. She an Enneagram 10. Why I need a 9 when I just registered my pen? I was climbing to the ceiling, but I think God misplaced it. They won't put me on no playlist. I'm no good at fitting in. Baby, I'm drenched, living water flowing. Ain't no manifest, I'm reaping what I'm sowing. Yahweh told me he would do it and he wasn't joking. He the difference between how I was and how it's going. Wet, whole team going dumb in the chat. Nobody front, I came from way in the back. We was cool until we went and got attacked. Started making movies, now we done all
Okay, this take two. Crew just made a movie. Citizen Kane is be disabled. Valley a shadow of death, but I'm not upset, man. Look at my table. Look at my
I like that cadence.
Look at my forces. Look at my halo. Look at my. This your favorite indie film. You know we don't need no label. Look, red carpet from apartments. You gon' have to pardon us. Read a lot of Paul. This ain't no mall. There ain't no blurting us. Hey, yo, part to see you see it. Ain't no part.
Paul Blart.
Indie tribe is symbol. This the end game. Ain't that marvelous?
Don't know how to act, I can never win a golden globe. Yahweh told me kick it and I did it cause he told me so. Fighting with my flesh, got my vices going toe to toe. I'm tired of dancing around the subject, miss me with that dosey dope. Got a whole tribe in the building. We changing history like if the one for no wood that just killed them pilgrims. Y'all soft like Gildan. Polyester ain't no pressure that could make me crash like Zildjian.
Baby, I'm drenched, living water flowing. Ain't no manifest, I'm reaping what I'm sowing. Yahweh told me he would do it and he wasn't joking. He the difference between how I was and how it's going. Wet, whole team going dumb in the chat. Nobody front, I came from way in the back. We was cool until we went and got the tap. Started making movies, now we don't know how to act.
Yo, that song was fire. If I'm like doing their show, if I'm like creative directing an Indie Tribe concert, I'm blending that in with Blessed from Eremos. Like I could totally hear like, let's go get blessed. Let's go like, or like mix it in with this somehow. Like think about it. Like that song's fire. That's going to go wild live. Next song is Don't Shoot the Messenger. Man, this album's coming out hard, really quick. Scooty Wop on the production. Okay. Was that Scooty Wop?
Really gave my heart to the race, but now I'm pacing it. Saw the elephant in the room, but now I'm caging it. Almost on my soul the machine, but now I'm raging it. Then I almost gave up my dream, but now I'm praying it. Don't shoot the messenger, please. I'm just relaying it.
My dogs want to get in on this.
Hello? Yes, we have it. Come through, man. Dang. Okay then. Always calling.
Okay, in my element, found my residence. Haven't seen
what is this sample?
I was just another kid trying to find relevance. Then it hit light boom, Edison. White Jesus couldn't free us. I had to find Yeshua. America deceived us. Yeah, I walked away from bread to eat beats. Now my letters getting stacked. God said, say cheese. They appalled. I'm a peace boy. Look at me, boy. I mean, without living drip, I'm just a sea boy. Your whole life tick-tocking like E-boys. And my whole wife popping, she a dream.
Hey, yo, this what we doing now? Hey, look, don't look at me. I'm just telling you what they told me. Try to help you out.
Don't shoot, look. Hey, I saw you change a little bit to get a little change. Compromise a little bit to get a little fame. In public, you holy. In private, are you still the same? Who are you really when Temple hit the pillowcase? Didn't like the business plan. Label me a simpleton. Back and forth over net. What is that? Wimbledon. What you say? What you live?
This would sound sick with like a live band, like some big old tubas.
Friend is willing to check you is gonna build you. Scripture say the kisses from enemies gonna kill you. I couldn't keep it quiet just to keep the money right, especially when the mother and the wife caught a funny vibe. Yeah, in the Waffle House trying to get one on the sunny side. Waitress with the vibes trying to get up in the photo. Text from the lawyer said the compromise a no-go. Friend turned to foe, man, that's feeling like a low.
Mustang pull up, whole tribe popped out. Lived a lot of life since back recording at my pop's house. Spent a lot of nights awake wrestling with my doubts. Took a couple bruises, but we got it out a lot now. Yeah, someone tell Sly.
I love that Mowgli's on every song so far. I felt like we didn't get enough Mowgli in Upper Hand.
Live life, but to you it's entertainment. Cooking up that bottle full of Henny at the Grammys type beat. This Miami in the summer rockin' denim type heat. This that hit me with that sucker punch, I'm still on my feet. Planted on the concrete. If you build somebody else's dreams, I won't want a beer. A festival is popping like some on a pier. I started doing dishes, but got paid for my ideas. And he tried, no, we ain't gon' drift apart like Pangea.
Oh, that's what we doing now? Look, I'm gonna tell you the message that they told me to tell you. And it reads as follows. Envy, it don't look good on you.
I love how abstract this beat is. And now we're moving on to Sliding. This is a single they released a couple weeks ago. The music video, I got the... Actually, this is the picture of it back here. I think this is such a catchy chorus. And I'll say this about this. Mowgli probably put one of the most relatable verses I've heard this year on this song.
Got it out the dirt. I used to think I need a dime to tell me what I'm worth. I never run out of these lines if I stay in the verse. I was the very last one you think would come in first. I took the red pill. Grandma said she's with it long as I could pay the bills. Told her when I make it, she get house up on the hills. That's her, she ain't make it. How am I supposed to feel? I can't follow through the deal, but labels calling about some deals. Ain't doing no explaining. Slid on thin ice, you're lying to entertain. Holy smoke, I'm on a high, so the devil wanna fade. He made it to 25, high, feel amazing. Lately, I ain't been on no island. Baby, now you know where to find me. Crazy, I was on God's timing. They hate me, but I'm still going diamond.
Game
up, quick, used to slip. Now we sliding, mouth full of gold. Used to glow, now we shining. Came up quick, used to slip. Now we sliding, stuck to the cold. Used to glow, now we shining.
Let me talk to him. Realness, the only language that I got fluent. A lot of questions in my mind I couldn't stop chewing. Know the righteousness and only measure what you're not doing. Where's the fruit? Keep it above, man, I went off the rails. After I had my heart broken, cut in half and impaled. I cut the light out from the source, I didn't handle it well. My body counting to the moon, I put my spirit through hell. But still, I see redemption when I look at my wife. And I'm reminded of the goodness found in following Christ. Now I'm flying around the country, rocking crowds on the mic. And all the pain up in my verses, feeling kids up with life. I'm saying, lately I ain't been on no island, baby.
I'll pause here and just say kind of how relatable this is, right? Like Mowgli's talking about shutting off his heart from the light, Jesus, and his body count went through the roof due to
a lot of questions in my mind I couldn't stop chewing. Know the righteousness and only measure what you're not doing. Where's the fruit? Keep it above, man, I went off the rails. After I had my heart broken, cut in half and impaled. I cut the light out from the source, I didn't handle it well. My body counting to the moon, I put my...
Yeah, just handling rejection, cutting his heart off to Jesus, and then allowing his flesh to take over, and his body count goes through the roof, meaning he starts sleeping with a lot of women to mask the pain that he's actually feeling. But because he's come back to the Lord and has pursued his wife through righteousness, he sees a lot of redemption through that, and in the way that he's resolved that. Like if you look at people in the Bible, like a lot of the Bible characters, they are fallen characters that God uses for a testimony for something else later. And Mowgli is applying that to his marriage, which is something that I totally identify with. It's the exact same story. So definitely one of the most relatable verses I've heard this year.
Spirit through hell, but still I see redemption when I look at my wife, and I'm reminded of the goodness found in following Christ. Now I'm flying around the country, rocking crowds on the mic, and all the pain up in my verses, feeling kids up with life. I'm saying, lately I ain't been on no island, baby. Now you know where to find me. Crazy, I was on God's timing. They hate me, but I'm still going diamond. Came up quick, used to slip, now we slide.
Grew up in a world that didn't want me living. Bullied cause I had a father and my father's pigment. That's from both sides, didn't fit in my whole life. Robbed me for my coat and now them same folks want a coat ride. Dreams of going gold and platinum multi. The motive is to medicate emotions that I go hide. Oh my, mama couldn't see me with the 4-5. Little did she know my type of demon on the worldwide web. I kept a couple dozen secrets, man, I won't lie. Confession was the key, he used to free me. The sun came in right on schedule, he not a pre-me. Hoping every season that you see him when you see me.
Lately, I ain't been on no island.
Yeah, I still really like this song. I mean, it's been getting a lot of play for me. But it fits good here at track 4. You think about like the way this bass complements the distorted tubas or whatever that was in the last verse or last song. It's a good transitional song. All right, now we got Casket. Casket was released as a YouTube live video, so it'll be kind of cool to hear a studio version of this song now, like a mixed version.
You gotta stand on something eventually, guys. Show them Indie Tribe. Co-sign it. We co-sign an Indie Tribe. Indie Tribe is tough. 10 out of 10.
We just saw, I don't know whose voice that was, but we just saw Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles last night, and it sounds like one of the Ninja Turtle actors.
I don't care. Indie Tribe is tough.
Head of the class, head of the pack, heavenly rap. Better to master than be mastered by petty cash. Anything you attach to's a heavy bag. Better if it's tattooed, it's really that. I could never go the ways of the masses. Hey, couldn't be a slave to the lashes. Rather die than a life full of average. Got a King James and it came with a casket. Grave digger, fade giver, debate winner. Pacing and impatient cause they're raging on.
This beat is so sick. This kind of sounds like the tribal council of this album, but I can see they have TC2 down here at 14, so I'm guessing that's tribal council too.
The devil was whining and then we dropped CC. And I eat beats all week, call me Keith Lee. It's ABC, 1, 2, 3, CSP, KJV. Translation, as long as you waiting for the day to face JC. We on the same team, even though the gang may be. Head of the class, head of the pack, heavenly rap. Better to master than be mastered by petty cash. Anything you attach.
This is gonna go wild live too.
Better if it's tattooed, it's really dad.
I mean, every song so far. This is like the perfect performance album so far.
Rather die than a life full of average. Got a King James and it came with a casket.
Baby, you couldn't pay me. Draw the line. I'm trying to get it. Go ahead and trace me. Got you switching up for the club.
Ooh, that cadence switch was a cool cadence.
Maybe it's Maybelline. Hey Keith, what you saying? Don't fold up. Can't see what I'm painting. Let me own up. Everything that you chasing really own ya. And they seen it like slavery. Don't approach us. I just dug my own grave and it's lit. Traded in my cash for a crown and it fit. Please don't ask if we sign it again. Putting rappers in the ground. The only time I use my pen, right? Hey, blessings still coming from top down. You wanna ride with your top down? How much my price is a lot now? Christ got my masters. I'm
head of the class, head of the pack, heavenly rap. Better to master than be mastered by petty cash. Anything you attach to's a heavy bag. Better if it's tattooed, it's really dad.
I wish I had the lyrics up.
Hey, couldn't be a slave to the lashes. Rather die than a life full of average. Got a King James and it came with a casket.
Take all my blessings, double it and pass it to someone else. I got more coming, my shortcomings been covered fully by the one that poured out his blood for me to conquer hell. Keep on praying to the universe, man, whatever helps. You might assume that you know all my views, cause you watch some dude on YouTube misusing some scripture. I'm sure you've contemplated the wisdom of the ages and came to the conclusion you see the whole picture. You need to look at the Leviathan. Think of another bruised ego, amigo. I don't wanna hear you play the world's smallest violin. You see me stoned with my daddy and I'm styling. The son of man took his fishing, I cast aside my ambition, and now we're reeling a mission, converting way too efficient. I turn my product to listen to fear of God because wisdom is searching, made the decision to heal me.
Head of the class, head of the pack, heavenly rap. Better to master than be mastered by petty cash. Anything you attach to's a heavy bag. Better if it's tattooed, it's really dad. I could never go the ways of the masses. Ay, couldn't be a slave to the lashes. Rather die than a life full of average. Got a King James and it came with a casket.
Whole lot of body bags in here right now. Here's a bouquet of flowers.
That song's fun. I can't wait to listen to that one again. I'm gonna play that one back real quick. All right, next we have Rich, which is interesting. So they used the beat for Rich as the promo for Smokefest last year. If you watch any of their promos with like the camping theme, this was the beat they used in their promo. And I remember hearing it at Smokefest and be like, oh my gosh, that song's amazing. And then I forgot about it until it dropped. But it's currently sitting as my number one track. You can't see it. My number one track on my best of 2023 playlist. I've probably listened to the song 100 times. So how about I do this? How about I play it as though I've never heard it, and you can see what my face looked like when I first heard it. Indie Tribe, Rich.
Hop out the coupe like they go again. Tribe on the move, but I stay in God's hand. I'ma tell the truth, I don't never have plans. I just wing it like ghost, man.
That's why I never land. That's a dope bar.
Up in your city, tell your friends. Girl, you ain't my wife, you gon' pay to get in. I just got adopted, now my brother, son of man. God did a lot, I'm just doing what I want. Hey, Pop said he proud of me. What else?
I love that little, I don't know what that is. A MIDI controller, like keys. All right, real quick. Y'all just line. I'm Daniel. So Daniel in the Lion's Den, but also John Keith is voicing Daniel in an upcoming like Christian hip hop animated series that goes through biblical stories. So I'm really excited to see it. There was a Kickstarter a while ago. If you didn't get on that, go check it out. I think you could still contribute. I'm not sure, but I'm excited to hear that. So that's kind of cool. that he put that in the song. I also just really love this section of this song.
The Odyssey, y'all just lying. I'm Daniel. I said, bite all that bull. Please don't try.
I'm a handful. Who's that?
Don't get trampled.
I like the guttural part. He says, "Don't get trampled," like that. Like I like the way that sounds.
Look what Yahweh did. Talk to me like I'm rich. Like I'm rich. I ain't gotta ice my wrist. Living water,
That's my drip, homie. Please don't slip. Told you. See, I can't even pretend like I haven't heard the song before. Talk to the kid. Switch up, that'll make sense. But maybe that's cause I'm rich. Baby, I'm.
Hey, Dilly, God sent me this pack. Can I get hotter if we made the track with Sodom in the back? If it didn't come from the tribe, well, then it's probably gonna be whack. I know he proud of me. I mean, I'm in the bottom of my bag. I need apologies from principalities and powers haunting me. Say sorry. Obey and praise the Prince of Peace, my only policy. It's true. Better read the pedigree. You gon' acknowledge me. I'm all of the above. A priest, a poem, and it's pottery. Honestly, I've been struggling to rest. See the worst instead of best. Lead a peace and chase the stress, but he gon' be my safety net. I can't stay in Saints' nest. Yahweh gave me lacy, then he graced me with a racing debt. I was waiting patiently for feelings in my faith to connect. Praying in my closet till my aces were wet. Yahweh made the payment and there ain't nothing left. When you chasing after freedom, you ain't chasing a check. Hey kid, look what Yahweh did.
Those strings are dope.
I'm rich, like I'm rich. I ain't gotta ice my wrist. Living water, that's my drip. Homie, please don't slip. Told devil we ain't friends. Stop trying to talk to the kid. Talk to the kid. Switch up, that don't make sense. But maybe that's cause I'm rich. Baby, I'm.
That's literally what rich means. They just laid it out for y'all. I got a 5-bedroom house in heaven.
Love the music video for this too.
Yahweh lives down the block from me, and Peter's my neighbor.
All right, next song is called Below the Belt. It's 3 minutes. Nate Rose.
Okay. Mary had a little lamb, and he the reason I'm.
I like how, I mean, I think it's because Nate Rose is from Nashville. That's why they probably collaborate a lot. You know, Nate Rose isn't a Christian hip hop artist, but dude puts out some bangers. I know him and John Keith are tight. I watched an interview with John Keith where he was talking about just like how to witness to people, and he brought up how he witnesses to Nate Rose a lot. Nate Rose was at Smokefest last year. Just a really good artist. I like how they continue to collaborate still.
I wanna learn a. Yeah, okay. Mary had a little lamb, and he the reason I'm the GOAT. I wanna learn to walk on water, yeah, I just wanna buy a boat. I know I've always had a problem just doing what I'm told. God sneezed in my face, but it's a different kind of cold. If you a dog, then I'm Goddard. Don't even bother. I left the dark.
Wait, what was it?
If you a, it's a different kind of cold. If you a dog, then I'm Goddard. Don't even bother. I left the dark side and met my father. It turns out that I'm a Skywalker. I get them hands high without a chopper. Dummy, the whole tribe going Kirk, and I ain't talking Franklin. Life put
Is that like a sonar sound?
Then it led me to the
a radar, or it sounds like a submarine sonar.
Yeah, I losing. I dream lucid. You couldn't cancel me. You didn't choose me. Said it's impossible. I'm Tom Cruising. They swinging low, but I got no contusions. Her Lucy crying, that boy Don abusive.
Yeah, I put my 10,000 hours in, her 20,000 no's, but I came back from every one of them with 40,000 flows to serve 100,000 fans with just a handful of my bros. There's some things you can't control, and I've accepted we've been chosen. They try to take the fest from us like Danny Ocean. We just walking tall while pride and ego got you more like Dan DeVito. When life gets out, you never get to take a single free throw. But I'm gonna chill out on the bench if y'all were paying evil with evil. I evil Knievel over the BS. Some people in my contest that I ain't ready to see it, cause I'm still working out how I can work on my resentment. Hit me low below the belt, ain't coming back without protection. Where's my comeback? Lil Caesar keep the verses hot and ready. Tribe full of beasts, they found us wandering the Serengeti. My knees are weak and my palms sweaty. That holy smoke, the fans throw up their hands like eating Marshall's mom spaghetti.
Marshall's mom spaghetti.
Eating Marshall's mom spaghetti. wandering the Serengeti. My knees are weak and my palms sweaty. That holy smoke, the fans throw out their hands like eating Marshall's mom spaghetti.
Right below the belt.
Yes, let's bring more. Scratching should be on every hip hop album, period.
Okay, Christian, but I isn't no political figure. Made in Yahweh's image, I don't fit in your picture. I grew up with cops pull up and call you a nigga, so I can't pretend that a party got my interests considered. Look, I'm a family guy, I turn a saint from a sinner, but if you disrespect Lil Baby Pow, right in the kisser. I done earned my stripes, I look a little like Tigger. They used to put me down, but now I'm pick of the litter. I pick up a pencil, a pen, and then I pen in a pistol. Officially, I left the tree alone like switching to Kindle. I thought in 2021 I hit my biggest potential. Then it tripled, guess my faith was just a little too little. A mustard seed is what you need, huh? Little living water plus the sun will grow a tree, huh? Obedience be the fruit and Putin even bow a knee when...
Yo, there was like 5 verses right there. Like 5 biblical verses of truth in those couple bars right there. I gotta play that back.
Little living water plus the sun will grow a tree. Obedience be the fruit and Putin even bow a knee when Jesus come through clouds and breeze. Yeshua is more correct if I perfectly exegete.
What y'all thought this was? Indie Tribe wasn't gonna come. Y'all thought this was.
Yeshua is more correct if I perfectly exegete.
What y'all thought this was? Indie Tribe wasn't gonna come off the top rope and drop an elbow upon your head top. You bugging. It's 4 horsemen on the saddleback, running up on you like a stampede. Just when y'all thought we was down, y'all turn y'all back on us. And by the time you turn around, bah, we got you. Right
Get him,
below the
Michael.
belt. Come on. You know what's happening?
Yo, Michael's one of the nicest guys I've met. And like, he's so funny because he's like so into wrestling and he's got this aggressive voice. Man, you talk to this dude, he's one of the funniest, coolest dudes you'll ever talk to. And he's always trying to like reach peace, which is really funny because his persona is like this kind of aggressive wrestler. So it's really funny. I love that outro by him, the 4 horsemen. That's dope. This was a dope song. Like, they're just rapping on this song. Like, they're letting the pen go. I'm not sure if I love this beat. I think the sonar sound is a little too aggressive. I probably would have dropped it an octave. But the bars on this song are just, they're one after another. Like I had to like in my head, I'm like, wait, what did you just say? What did you just say? This is going to be one I'm going to go back when I do my notes here. I'm going to be breaking down like, oh, that was dope. This relates to this verse. This relates to this biblical verse. Yeah, it was a dope song. Dope song. I'm not sure if I love the production. I don't hate it though. I'm mid on this song. Like, I'll always take lyrics over production. I'm one of those guys. So if beat is bigger for you, I understand. If you're like, I love this beat and it's dope, I'm more like, give me good bars over a bad beat, and I'm more interested in the pen game. But I don't dislike it. Let's go on to Plan, track 8.
I wish I could do something to help you too.
I used to dream about the day that I would grow up, drop my first tape and swear that I was about to blow up. Reality set in and rent ain't cheap, so now I'm working at a job that I can hardly stand to show up to. I say some money, put a plan in the
This sound feels like a big left turn.
Situation I'm trapped in. A tree fell on my whip and my insurance is trash, so all the money that I saved I had to put it right back in. Out on my last leg, I'm exhausted. That I was about to blow up, reality set in and rent ain't cheap, so now I'm working at a job that I can hardly stand to show up to. I save some money, put a plan into action in hopes that I can change the situation I'm trapped in. A tree fell on my whip and my insurance is trash, so all the money that I saved I had to put it right back in. Out on my last leg, I'm exhausted, fell down on my face and I lost it. Holding on hurts more than to let go. All my dreams get lost in the echo. I'll manage, just time is like a bandage. Your ways are complicated, tired of trying to understand it. Obsessing about the way it all plays out inside my head, instead of bringing it to you, who would listen when I said life ain't going like the way I planned out. I'm just trying to do the best I can. Man-made spinning, God laughs, or the whole world spinning in the background.
I feel like my buddy Noah is gonna really like this song. So will my buddy Frank.
when I was climbing up to heaven. Eyes made of diamonds and a smile was a weapon. Caught up in the ride, I was blind to the message. Problems would arise, but I didn't want to question it. Finally, I got the courage to address it. Baby let me in, it's like I couldn't learn my lesson. Her love was a weapon, but I had a little death wish. She lived inside a proverb, 5, 6, 7. Man makes plans and God laughs again. Follow my heart, the car crashed again. Follow my stars and Mars scratched his chin. I'ma fall apart, then call it art again. Every time I plan it, I end up like a planet. I orbit in the darkness, the light has been extracted. The cycle reenacted, I'm liable to redact it. My conscience is attracted to a Bible and a bad bitch. Man makes plans and God laughs again. Follow my heart, the car crashed again. Follow my stars and Mars scratched his chin. I'ma fall apart, then call it art again. I found a girl when I was climbing up to heaven. Eyes made of diamonds and a smile was a blessing. Took my heart out and then she left me while I bled. Sent a final message to the heavens and it said,
It was hard to understand what Dilly said right at the end.
to the heavens and it said,
Heavens and
sent a final message to the heavens and it said, I was a blessing. Took my heart out and then she left me while I bled. Sent a final message to the heavens and it said,
Life ain't going like the way I planned out. I'm just trying to do the best I can. Man-made's plan and God laughs, or the whole world spinning in the background. I've been going nowhere fast while I light my path and I'll follow where you say now.
not bad. Not my favorite song on this, but it was good. It felt like it started off 40 Days felt like a prologue to the album, like a warm up, and then Act, Don't Shoot are just like sprints right out the gate. Sliding feels kind of like a go to the locker room, Sliding feels like it's a go to the locker room and like recalibrate. And then Casket again, aggressive, Rich, aggressive, Below the Belt, aggressive. And then Plan just feels like a total like tonal shift. And I see CeCe's next. I'm not going to react to CeCe. That song's been out for a year. But CeCe's an aggressive, like this song is, I mean, I was in the music video for this in the background. They shot this at Smoke Fest last year. I mean, the crowd went nuts. I mean, maybe I will just listen to it just because I love this song so much.
Yeah. Better than lemon, I'm ready to eat. I got an attitude up like easy. I had to blow up the lab like DD. I got a problem with friends, no Phoebe. All of you boys low key wanna beat me. Come on and give me, they running like CC. Come on and give me, they running like, hey, look what he did. I'm a whole nother species. Some of y'all still look sleepy. Billboard keep you see me. I never mess with no Drake like Riri. Yeah, whipping the CC, had her on repeat. I look past your box. I got the ghost in the board, no Ouija. Top of my game, let's make it a thing. Who want a piece of the kid? You clowns the same. I came from the king. I've been trying to tell you a myth. Who wanna hang? Roll with the gang. I put the ink on my skin. Johnny and Dilly, we got him like, somebody say we the new grits. Can't keep it low key. I asked him why he chose me. He said you looking lonely, but
Don't be lonely by yourself.
Can't nobody fold me. He might have made me OP, but I ain't tryna OD on pride because it's straight from hell. Yeah. Better than lemon, I'm ready to eat. I got an attitude up like easy. I had to blow up the lab like DD. I got a problem with friends, no Phoebe. All of you boys low key wanna beat me. Come on and give me, they running like CC. Come on and give me, they running like,
yeah. Howdy. All of my life they doubt me. Had one shot like Fauci, took it. All of my shows be crowded, book it. I like them nice and rowdy. All of my tribe around me. I got the fit from Wowie, Howie, get it to fit so nicely. Thank you. I'm on my tip like Spike Lee, do the right thing, off of my king. John got the kid like Tai Chi. Got out the boat all lightning. I found love in the storm like Kylie. From the boondocks like Riley. From the boondocks like Riley. Handle that pressure nicely. Diamond shining, white and brightly. I'm in that studio nightly. Me and my demons fighting. Please do not get me lit. Open that script, give me enlightenment. My crew ball like Caillou. My crew hot like Cayenne. We got tunnel vision. Rest in peace to Princess Diane.
yeah. Better than lemon, I'm ready to eat. I got an attitude up like easy. I had to blow up the lab like DD. I got a problem with friends, no Phoebe. All of you boys low key wanna beat me. Come on and give me, they running like CC. Come on and give me, they running like,
Yeah, I just don't get tired of listening to this song. But even when you listen to this, right? Like, think about this. Like, you're hearing that, like, oh no, that's not what I wanted. This end sound, that distortion, that actually sounds like it should go with the Below the Belt. I would have moved CC before Below the Belt, just so that cohesiveness of sample usage kind of blends into another. All right, let's go to track 10. This is called Pepe Le Pew. If you do not know who Pepe Le Pew is, brush up on your classic Warner Brothers animations.
You know, it is not just a case of physical attraction.
Also, I'm assuming this is going to deal with like lust and attraction. Pepe Le Pew is always trying to like hook up with women. So this will be interesting. If you listen to No Big Deal's Solar, he's very open about his past with lust and infidelity.
You know, it is not just a case of physical attraction. I admire her mind too.
Ooh, I like, it's like a, well, let me hear it again. Yeah, it sounds like a big bass, like a jazz bass.
Yeah. Stuck in my head, a competitive dude. My only mission be better than you. All of the sins that I tell in the booth, smelling real rude. Pepe Le Pew. I was a full of rebellious youth. She was a drug and a better masseuse. Had an effect like a sedative dude. She passed the pipe, it was Pepe Le Pew. Tears off in my eyes, like what's the reason? I don't want to be righteous for the easy. Bible say we suffer for a season. That is right. Lord, I hope you practice what you practice, preach, easier said than seen. I was a wayward teen, reading the Bible, leaving revival clean. I got a text from she, gritting my teeth, wonder what Jesus thinks. I couldn't fight defeat, where should we link? That's when it got obscene. Next scene, I type apology. Why did we creep? What was the missing link? Spirit inside that delivered the fire, but I had desires that came from the beast. I tried to fight it, but didn't realize without the Messiah in front of my eyes, I wouldn't survive. I couldn't revive. I failed my God. I did it a lot. I did it a lot. Tears off in my eyes, like what's the reason? I just wanna be righteous, Lord, I'm pleading. I know that my sin had left you bleeding. Won't you have some mercy on this heat? My only mission be better than you. All of the sins that I tell in the booth, smelling real rude. Pepe Le Pew. I was a full of rebellious youth. She was a drug and a better masseuse. Had an effect like a sedative dude. She passed the pipe, it was Pepe Le Pew.
Let me just give you a taste. I pray that you cannot relate. The Marriott, that's why I stayed. I'm dolo when it's getting late. Yeah, I know that I look like I'm lying, but tonight I'm a favorite snake. Tonight I'ma do what it takes. It's noise to give, I'ma take. OMG with ODB, I might OD, the less is back. How long this gon' be with me since 10 years old, been fighting back. Don't you leave it to me, I'm tryna be what you need me to be. Hate on the mirror, my cup full of shame. You see I've been drinking, don't leave me with keys. Can't trust my feelings, they tell me that you leaving. Then I'm stuck with these demons, that this not just a season. Just stop breathing, help me Jesus. How far is heaven, Romans 7. I can't win with all this flesh and blood, this body, your death is wretched. Oh, I know.
Stuck in my head, a competitive dude.
That was heavy.
All of the sins that I tell in the booth, smelling real rude. Pepe Le Pew. I was a full of rebellious youth. She was a drug and a better masseuse. Had an effect like a sedative dude. She passed the pipe, it was Pepe Le Pew. Tears off in my eyes, like what's the reason?
I love this chorus.
Bible say we suffer for a season. Lord, I hope you practice what you.
Who changed the code to the Wi-Fi? I'm disconnected. Why do you work?
Ooh, I love that vocal.
To hear your message. Some things look easy.
Mowgli got range.
Don't feel easy to me. I don't speak Hebrew, and lately I've had my doubts about what these verses mean. Trying to see consistency from 2 Peter to 2 Kings. I've been second guessing all the preconceptions that I read between the lines. See my own bias, see my own culture color the way that I see the original context. I just hope I don't distort it. Hope I don't read it the way that my ancestors did. Humanity real arrogant. If if we think we won't do what we did again. Our history bloody and sickening. We're broken and bad like Vince Gilligan. I feel like I'm Jesse, manic and messy, waiting on Walt to come through again.
Stuck in my head, a competitive dude. My only mission be better than you. All of the sins that I tell in the booth, smelling real rude. Pepe Le Pew. I was a full of rebellious youth. She was a drug and a better masseuse. Had an effect like a sedative dude. She passed the pipe, it was Pepe Le Pew. Tears off in my eyes, like what's the reason? I don't want to be righteous for the evening. Bible say we suffer for a season. Lord, I hope you practice what you.
This is the first song on the album where I'm like, I'm just not going to go for it. I'm going to listen to this again. It has a similar sound signature as Go With the Ghost. Again, like kind of going back to how Act could be played into Blessed. Let's Go Get Blessed. I feel like this could play into Go With the Ghost if you were doing a show. Let's play that back. Oh.
You know, it is not just a case of physical attraction. I admire her mind, too.
Yeah. Stuck in my head, a competitive dude. My only mission be better than you. All of the sins that I tell in the booth, smelling real rude. Pepe Le Pew. I was a full of rebellious youth. She was a drug and a better masseuse. Had an effect like a sedative dude. She passed the pipe, it was Pepe Le Pew. Tears off in my eyes, like what's the reason?
Kind of sounds like Kendrick right there.
Bible say we suffer for a season. That is right. Lord, I hope you practice what you practice, preach, easier said than seen. I was a wayward teen, reading the Bible, leaving revival clean. I got a text from she, gritting my teeth, wonder what Jesus thinks. I couldn't fight defeat, where should we link? That's when it got obscene. Next scene, I type apology. Why did we creep? What was the missing link? Spirit inside that delivered the fire, but I had to eat. Where should we link? That's when it got where should we link? Wonder what Jesus thinks. I couldn't fight defeat. Where should we link? That's when it got obscene. Next scene, I type apology. Why did we creep? What was the missing link? Spirit inside that delivered the fire, but I had desires that came from the beast. I tried to fight it, but didn't realize without the Messiah in front of my eyes, I wouldn't survive. I couldn't revive. I failed my God. I did it a lot. I did it a lot. I did it a lot. Tears off in my eyes, like what's the reason? I just wanna be righteous, Lord, I'm pleading. I know that my sin had left you bleeding. Won't you have some mercy on this heat? My only mission be better than you. All of the sins that
I like that. Have some mercy on this heathen.
Won't you have some mercy on this heat?
Yeah, that's dope.
I just wanna be righteous, Lord, I'm pleading. I know that my sin had left you bleeding. Won't you have
I know my sin has left you bleeding. Oh my gosh.
I know that my sin had left you bleeding. Won't you have some mercy on this heat?
Ooh, that's a heavy bar.
Mission be better than you. All of the sins that I tell in the booth, smelling real rude. Pepe Le Pew. I was a full of rebellious youth. She was a drug and a better masseuse. Had an effect like a sedative dude. She passed the pipe, it was Pepe Le Pew.
Let me just give you a taste. I pray that you cannot relate. The Marriott, that's why I stayed. I'm Lowblow when it's getting late. Yeah, the Marriott, that's why I stayed.
Felt like a sedative dude. She passed the pipe, it was Pepe Le Pew.
Let me just give you a taste. I pray that you cannot relate. The Marriott, that's why I stayed. I'm Lowblow when it's getting late. Yeah, I know that I look like I'm lying. But tonight I'm a favorite snake. Tonight I'ma do what it takes. It's noise to give, I'ma take. OMG with ODB, I might OD the last is back. How long this gon' be with me since 10 years old, been fighting back. Don't you leave it to me. I'm tryna be what you need me to be. Hate on the mirror, my cup full of shame. You see, I've been drinking, don't leave me with key. Can't trust my feelings. They tell me that you leaving. Then I'm stuck with these demons. That it's not just a season. Just stop breathing. Help me, Jesus. How far is heaven? Romans 7. I can't win with all this flesh and blood. This body, your death is wretched. Oh, I know.
Stuck in my head, a competitive dude. My only mission be better than you. All of the sins that I tell in the booth, smelling real rude. Pepe Le Pew.
Does John keep talking about infidelity here?
But tonight I'm a favorite snake. Taste. I pray that you
Felt like a sedative, dude. She passed the pipe, it was Pepe Le Pew.
let me just give you a taste. I pray that you cannot relate.
He's going to tell us a story that he doesn't want us to relate to.
The Marriott, that's why I stayed.
I married her, that's why I stayed.
I'm Lowblow and it's getting late. Yeah.
I'm what and it's getting late?
The Marriott, that's why I stayed. I'm Lowblow and it's getting late. Yeah, I know that I look like I'm lying. But tonight I'm a favorite snake. Tonight I'ma do what it take. It's noise to give, I'ma take. I'ma do what it take. It's noise to give.
What I take.
But tonight I'm a favorite snake. Tonight I'ma do what it take. The Marriott, that's why I stayed. I'm Lowblow and it's getting late. Yeah, I know that I look like I'm lying. But tonight I'm a favorite snake.
I know like I look like I'm lying, but tonight I'm going to be a snake. That's a cool double entendre on lion.
Tonight I'ma do what it take. It's noise to give, I'ma take. OMG with ODB, I'm
Oh my God, with old dirty bastard.
the less is back. I'ma do what it take. It's noise to give, I'ma take. OMG with ODB, I might OD the less is back. Count on this, gon' be with me since 10 years old, been fighting back. Don't you leave it to me, I'm trying to OD the less is back. Count on this, gon' be with me since 10 years old, been fighting. OD the less is back. Count on this, gon' be with me since 10 years old, been fighting back. Don't you leave it to me, I'm tryna be what you need me to be. Hate on the mirror, my cup full of shame. You see, I've been drinking, don't leave me with key. Can't trust my feelings, they tell me that you leaving. Then I'm stuck with these demons, that this not just a season. Just stop breathing, help me Jesus. How far is heaven, Romans 7. I can't win with all this flesh and blood, this body, your death is wretched. Oh, I know.
Stuck in my head, a competitive dude. My only mission be better than you. All of this.
It's interesting. He brings up Romans 7. Which is about like our unification with Christ, and how the law has shown us that we cannot reach perfection. But you can't read Romans 7 without reading 8:1. Therefore, there is now no condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus. Probably the greatest verse in the whole Bible. And Romans 8 is every preacher's favorite chapter in the Bible, out of all the Bible. Verse 2, for the law of the Spirit of life in Christ Jesus has set you free from the law of sin and of death. For what the law could not do, weak as it was through the flesh, God did, sending his own Son in the likeness of sinful flesh, and as an offering for sin, he condemned the sin in the flesh, so that the requirement of the law might be fulfilled in us, who do not walk according to the flesh, but according to the Spirit. I mean, this is just deliverance from our bondage of sin. And so it's interesting. He brings up Romans 7. It just immediately makes me think of Romans 8, though.
Since I telling the boo, smelling real rude. Pepe Le Pew. I was a full of rebellious youth. She was a drug and a better masseuse. Had an effect like a sedative dude. She passed the pipe, it was Pepe Le Pew. Tears off in my eyes, like what's the reason? I don't want to be righteous for the easy. Bible say we suffer for a season. Lord, I hope you practice what you.
Who changed the code to the Wi-Fi? I'm disconnected. Why do you hurt me when I try to hear your message? Some things look easy to them, but don't feel easy to me. I don't speak Hebrew, and lately I've had my doubts about what these verses mean. Trying to see consistency from 2 Peter to 2 Kings. I've been second guessing all the preconceptions that I read between the lines. See my own bias, see my own culture color the way that I see the original context. I just hope I don't distort it. Hope I don't read it the way that my ancestors did. Humanity real arrogant. If we think we won't do what we did again. Our history bloody and sickening.
We're broken and bad, I've been still again. I feel like I'm Jesse, manic and messy, waiting on Walt to come through again.
Stuck in my head, a competitive dude. My only mission be better than you. All of the sins that I tell in the booth, smelling real rude.
Is he making a line? He's talking about Jesse and Walter from Breaking Bad as the metaphor here.
If we think we won't do what we did again, our history bloody and sickening. We're broken and bad, I've been still again. I feel like I'm Jesse, manic and messy, waiting on Walt to come through again.
Stuck in my head, a competitive dude. My only mission be better than you. All of the sins that I tell in them.
Mowgli's verse is interesting. It has to do with like modern American interpretations of the Bible. They kind of, I think they touched on it. I remember maybe John in a previous song, which as I go back, I'll break it down, but talked about like the white Jesus and American Jesus. And, you know, I'm going through seminary right now, so I'm just doing a lot of deep hermeneutical study. And so reading the Bible in its context is really important. The first thing they'll teach you is context is king. And I like how Mowgli admits here, he's like, I don't speak Hebrew, and I don't want to read this through my modern American context. I need to read it through their context. And so now that creates this disassociation based on my modern life versus them. And it's just a struggle that you have to go through. I think what a lot of Christians don't realize is that they try to answer questions that the Bible isn't asking, right? And so when you're reading scripture, you should be asking, what is the author telling me? What is God through the Spirit having the author tell me as I read this? Not what do I think it should tell me or what answers it should give me, right? Like you'll hear from atheists, like, what about dinosaurs? Well, you know, the Bible doesn't talk about penguins, you know, and you're not asking me about penguins, right? Like it's a question the Bible isn't trying to answer. And so we typically try to infer what we thought. I liked how he says, I don't want to read it like my ancestors read it, which is why we've gotten a lot of where we are in the American church. So it's really interesting, like discussion he's trying to have here in this verse. Mowgli's just a very intellectual guy. I really enjoy talking to him. And this verse is no different. I really like this.
Color the way that I see the original context. I just hope I don't distort it. Hope I don't read it the way that my ancestors did. Humanity real arrogant. If we think we won't do what we did again. Our history bloody and sickening. We're broken and bad, I've been still again. I feel like I'm Jesse, manic and messy, waiting on Walt to come through again.
Stuck in my head, a competitive dude.
And this is the best chorus on the album, hands down.
Smelling real rude, Pepe Le Pew. I was a full of rebellious youth. She was a drug and a better masseuse. Had an effect like a sedative dude. She passed the pipe, it was Pepe Le Pew. Tears off in my eyes, like what's the reason? I don't want to be righteous for the evening. Bible say we suffer for a season. Lord, I hope you practice what you.
Next song's called What's the Use? It's track 11.
Did you catch that? I don't know if they caught that.
I'll say this before we get into that. Track 10 is probably my favorite track so far, as I like the songs where I like really have to slow down and think. Not that these other songs don't provide that, because I think there's a lot of metaphors that are going to be fun to break down. But tracks 1 through 7 are just straight bangers. Like I'll listen to them without listening to the content. But Pepe Le Pew isn't a song that I mean, even though the beat is super melodic and kind of hypnotic, the content is like, wait, what did you just say? Like, I want to lean in more. It's a testimonial song, which I'm really liking. All right, What's the Use? Track 11. It sounds like a hyper rock.
How long? I guess it all depends. Everybody bleeds, can you tell me how it ends? I don't wanna feed in the feeds on the ground. Don't know if I even believe in it. I'm tripping, I gotta get it together, my friend. Remind me to plan. I can't sleep and I'm up again. I know some people must be praying that I disappear. Tell them I said amen. Yeah, Everything I ever did, say it's not for nothing. I can't
I like that bass line.
My grandmama died cause she took what they said was medicine. I'm empty and tired and you wonder why I'm hesitant. Make sense, yeah.
Sorry, it's been a long day. It's not the song.
I just don't want aimless. Don't give me aimless. Give me answers. Why you been up? Why stand up? It all falls down. I wanna range until I pass out. Got my hands up. I need a hand now. I need a.
What's the use? What's the difference? What's the use? What's the difference?
How long can I keep running this treadmill? Finish line in sight, but I feel like I'm at a standstill. Spacing out at work, I know I'm worth more than I bail for. Pity in the life I gotta use to say I kill for. Maybe if I only got a few more views. Maybe if my bank account could stretch my middle fingers out to 9 feet long. And all the people, they know all my songs. And I could finally be happy. I know contaminant is fleeting. I know that there's a cup that never runs empty. No matter how much I'm drinking. But half the people say they drinking from it, still it's so empty. Don't wanna live this life, look back and resent me. Trust in the hand that you dealt me. Feel like I'm driving the left side of the road while I'm blindfolded and swerving from potholes as I go with my knuckles white from hands wrapped tight around the wheel. I might be heading off a cliff, but at least I'm convinced it's real. Give me answers, watch it pan out. Why would I stand up? It all falls down. One rage until I pass out. I got my hand up. I need a hand now. I need it.
What's the use? What's the difference? What's the use? What's the difference? What's the use? What's the difference? What's the use? What's the difference?
This song is giving me like 2004 Seven Dust vibes. Not really typically what I think of when I think of Indie Tribe is the sound. It's like that hyper rock sound that Mowgli likes, which is hit or miss for me, to be honest. The ones I do like, I really like. The ones I don't, I really don't. There's never really an in-between. I think this is probably the first time I've heard an in-between where I'm like, I'm not really decided. I probably need a couple more listens to dive into it. I really like the guitar arrangement at the end, though. Next song is called Free, track 12.
Blackjack.
I know I made mistakes. I'm always in the way. Sometimes I say I'm fine, and I know I'm not okay. How long I've been searching, everything I've seen. You ain't gotta be perfect. God just said be free. So my diet so green, no smoke, I keep it holy. Praying for all my homies, got family that sipping codeine. I pray I don't see you OD. I learned from all my OGs, listen to what they told me. Survival and living might look the same to the one who don't see.
I like this cadence.
Don't pretend that you cozy. Life ain't Zack and Cody, finding joy feel like hunting Moby. Welcome to the kickback, you ain't gotta distract the code. Distract the code. Everybody kick cat toes, not to break. I found hope. I found hope. I know I made mistakes. I'm always
Those keys, that's a really cool extra layer.
I'm not okay. How long I've been searching. just said be free.
I know I'm free, cause I'm a son in need, but I feel that you might leave me if I just give you a reason. I build 100 feet of a wall to protect the bleeding. I spill all of my feelings to ceilings, who's interceding for real?
Who praying for me? Had somebody tell me something funny, set up for the clouds, it is always sunny, I don't doubt it, but the way my tears coming down, turn the ground muddy, let a clown love me, jealous of me now, had to take a vow, if they coming for me, load 100 rounds, then I set it down, cause he had the crown, heaven sent him down, then they let him out, trapped inside a grave, then they let him out, told him that he raised, then he sent him out, sentimental, how the sun turn a rain into fruit, and it's many lemons now, independent of the rain, I'ma mix the lemons with the cane, free me out the cage.
I like that pause. It's a little too much distortion on Mowgli here. Like, I can't make out what he's saying. I'm really struggling to understand what he's saying here. I like the melody, but I can't make out what he's saying. Even when I'm hurting, in my time of need. No idea what he said there. Everything I've seen, you ain't gotta be perfect. God just set me free.
Bruh, shit. Look. This the second time, so look. You're in Christian hip hop trying to be home.
Let's go back to the beginning of Free. What I like about this beat up until the Mowgli part is that it also has like a jet. Remember I was saying how that other song, was it Pepe Le Pew?
That is right.
Yeah, like this has like a jazz bass, stand-up bass sound to it, and Free has like a very just jazz. The beat almost sounds like people trying to make a song improvising it, and then clicking on the first hit. Plus that just like raw snare drum in there. Like it sounds like a dude with a snare, a kick drum, and a hi-hat. Almost sounds like a bar, like you're in a bar. I love it. All right, let's go to, this feels like the end of the song, and then this is the epilogue, right? We're going to Tribal Council 2. They got this Trying to Be Hard. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, Billy, yeah. In Miami, with a Clesso and some soccer tees. With the Zoes, test them, leave you messy like the soccer team. Way I break the Greek down, they think I'm Socrates. Pull up to the Travis Scott show with a Coptic priest. Indie Tribe ain't on the move, man, stop it please. You ain't looking silly as a goose, you a flock of geese. I found my lyrics on a scroll on a mountain peak. Even if you climb 10,000 feet, you ain't topping me.
My style's sicker than the men who flew on Epstein's plane. The tribe will always go against the grain. I'm done with writing lyrics down, cause at this point them joint don't hit the same. My younger self would be like, man, I can't believe how far you came. Conquered the 36 chambers, offered the wisdom gained from 66 books. I bob and weave and move my feet till I can set up the hook. Don't follow me, just follow Jesus. I ain't good as I look, and I look good but not that good. I ain't no Aston Kutch, man. I treat the beat like I was Jean-Claude Van Damme. The snare is expendable. Y'all at raps to the crim, man. That trash indefensible.
There's a lot of metaphors in here.
Pentagrams at the festival. Y'all goofy. I'ma make sure that you know it. You can criticize what I believe, but trust me, I won't be afraid to show it. Say you real, but I can feel you really more like vegan leather. Tribe is solid wood and you're like sheets of paper glued together. That means we guarantee to stand the test of time. Whether I'm getting by from selling my rhymes or selling my time, or working for a nickel and dime. My brothers and I won't compromise for nothing divine. You know where to find me.
Yeah, hallelujah. The chosen uno on my Bradley Cooper. God stretched me out so I can measure up the body rulers. Clueless, we steady speeding, they just Stacy dashing. Only reason I ain't eat that, boy, I was busy fasting. Sometimes I feel like Abraham. I almost sacrificed these sons, then I saw the lamb. Tribe already won, we just shaking hands. They told me rap was competition, I'm like, where they at?
Oh, great heavens!
You see me pull up on
Ooh,
that
a
thoroughbred,
beat
it's
change.
nice to meet you. You go bananas, I'm a cargo crate that's full of Chiquitas. Might see me levitating on this beat like Dua Lipa. I try to tell John he should chill. Am I my brother's
Step in
keeper?
the room, rappers look like the Russians sent the nuke. I'm so sick of telling y'all that the tribe is on them. I ain't spending no time going back and forth with you. 95 know how to cook, so I ain't playing with my food. I'm just saying we them dudes. I just pray you get a clue. Always causing conflict, that mean you
That
dealing
bass
with
coming
the
in
truth.
dope.
Already told you we your gang, I don't know nothing about a crew. Body bags, 4 saddles, probably mad. The king even did what even them. I ain't into keeping sin. Y'all don't want no problems with Don. That boy is Jesus kin. Man, you look so tired of lying. Come have a seat, my nigga. Told you what it be in there. You should've believed in them. The big homies believe in them. Like, what else would you see from there? Boy, I can't lie. I gave my life to Yahweh. I can't die. The last one hit Billboard. My hands high.
Thin line between faithful and faking it. Covered in the crimson light, saving it. Freestyle, but you know you gotta pay for this.
Yeah, look, hey, Indie Tribe.
It's funny they brought up 36 Chambers earlier in this this song, and this sounds straight out of like Method Man to Cal, his first album. This beat, it's very reminiscent of that era.
The new Rat Pack, TSA band, every pin in my
Or like maybe even Judgment Day.
backpack, my worst rap. Put a couple stacks in my cash app, that's no flex. Made a generation of rap kids with no sex. I know that is eye on the sparrow, so I got no
Made a generation of rap kids with no sex.
generation of rap kids with no sex. I know that is eye on the sparrow, so I got no stress. I'ma hit the target with both arrows of both legs. Like I'm getting brolic in both arms and both legs. I'ma give you a sec, that was a cold stretch. Dilly, you rode a wave that I was raising really. Spent 3 days inside a killer whale, Kinder Willie. I had to read the sheet in Greek, I might just be Achilles. The live show, Bobby Brown, and I ain't talking Millie. The new edition, the cool Christian, my who's itching. We move different, it behooves you to move with it. Follow lamb, not a goat, man, are you kidding? I guess the fella Cinderella if the shoe fitting. Holy smoke in the veil and I didn't roll it up. Holy smoke and it's still holy, the joke is up. Holy smoke on the way to Canaan, it blazed the way. Thankful that the angel of Yahweh came in and made a way.
Indie Tribe just ain't us. Indie Tribe is the people. Y'all can take this all away. The accolades, the shows, the numbers, the everything. You know what's left? The anointing. This God-given, God-chosen. What y'all thought this was? Y'all thought we was giving away participation trophies? Ha ha! Don't be mad. Listen, God gave me and you the same 24 hours. I just guess we're using it better. Cause it's a murder scene. And the police came and took the evidence. 4 microphones and 2 turntables. And Tribe on the move.
All right, that was Indie Tribe Low Blow. Man, off the bat, exactly what I expected. Just a masterclass of good production, great metaphor, transparently. They have a good mixture of just like they're gonna spit bars, and they have a mixture of like really deep songs in here. I think some of the song order could have been mixed around a little bit. Like, what's the use? Yeah, what's the use and plan kind of have similar sound signatures with the more like alternative rock, hyper rock sound to them. I maybe would have bookended those together. Or maybe even since What's the Use has that kind of like really hard guitar at the end. I feel like that can go with like the more aggressive first 7 songs. I definitely would have put CC before Below the Belt. Yeah, if you listen to the end of CC here, listen to this. You got that. You could almost blend that if you wanted to. But even just that sound signature there, it's kind of in the family, and so putting Plan in the middle, it feels like a left turn and then right back on track. And then Pepe Le Pew has that like this bass and that little sound. I can't get that high. That sound signature goes really good with Free. I really like this song. I can't tell what chorus I like better, Free or Pepe Le Pew. But man, this is a solid album. I mean, I'd say out of the 14, well, let's just say 13, since Trying to Be Hard is just a 12-second vocal intro. Out of the 13 songs, I'm probably gonna have at least 11 of these on repeat, like on a regular rotation. I mean, I've had CC, Rich, and Sliding on rotation since they've dropped, but most of these songs I can see myself putting in regular rotation. So I'm excited to go back, dive into the lyrics. Like I said, this isn't normally how I do a review when I'm reviewing an album. I'll stay on a song until I've felt it. So I'm usually getting a minimum of 4 playthroughs per song before I move on to the next. But this Indie Tribe, man, I got to hear all these bangers back to back. But I'm going to go back and do all my notes in my next song, and that'll be my next video.